I'd always had pretty straight teeth, or so I'd been told, and an okay bite. But as I got a little bit older, my front teeth started to chip. And my doctor said, unless you get your bite fixed, I'm not going to be able to bond them because you have an edge-to-edge bite and they're banging into each other. So I started to look for orthodontists, and I went to a few different people, and I chose Dr. Kahan because I really liked just the vibe of her office, the people that work here, her vibe, really friendly, really down to earth, really open. And she seemed to be really comfortable with choices, like what works for your lifestyle, what works for your wallet, you know, for your budget. We actually opted to do real braces instead of Invisaligns, which was interesting for an adult. It was definitely interesting to be an adult with braces, and Dr. Kahan made it as pleasant as possible. Dr. Kahan and her staff really did everything they could to make my experience as pleasant as possible. Being an adult with braces can be difficult. You know, when people first meet you, you're like that lady with braces. I think that's, at least the way I felt, was that was something they noticed about me right away. And I just felt like all along the way, Dr. Kahan's office was there for me if I needed them off hours. And the other thing is that whenever I come in, you know, as a patient myself, I bring my kids with me because I bring my kids with me everywhere I go. and they always had stuff for the kids to play with, and they were always very cool about just the kids being there and it being a kid-friendly office. And in fact, I'm remembering now as I'm telling this that one time I was in the chair and some glass thing crashed and broke, and it was definitely caused by a family member of mine. And they were just like, no worries, it was old, we hated it, whatever. They were just really nice about it, and I felt terrible, but you know, here I am back now. My son goes here as well because of how well they treat us. They really kind of treat us like family. One of the reasons I chose Dr. Kahan was because she came highly recommended by my dentist, who I've been seeing since I was 7 years old in 1979. He treats me like I'm a surrogate daughter. And so he would not send me to anyone that he hadn't vetted and really, really trusts. So that was one thing that was really helpful about choosing Dr. Kahan. Another thing was that when I talked to her, she seemed really kind of on the cutting edge of orthodontics, and on the current technology, and everything in her office is really modern. And she talked about face-first orthodontics, which I really appreciated, because she didn't just look at my teeth and say, here's how we're going to make your teeth straight. She kind of said, here's what we're going to do to your teeth, and here's how it's going to make your face look. It turns out that my 7-year-old son now needs early intervention orthodontics as well. And so now he goes here. The other thing is that my son, who's 7, has been acting. All of a sudden, his acting career has taken off. And we have had quite a few moments where we've needed emergency appliances removed, retainers made, just actions taken in order to accommodate his schedule and his professional career. And they have never once said, we can't do it, we don't want to do it, you're a pain. They just do it. They do whatever they can to help us out because they are like family.